Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Sunday and let's get right to the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course, you can see clearly right now we are trading above the value area high of the range. 74.8k is going to be the key level that we are potentially going to retest, and I am almost 100% sure that we're going to retest this value area high level coming into the next week. That will be in about 12 hours, be that either Monday or Tuesday or by the end of the next week. I believe this level will get tested, and if we start getting accepted back into this level, then I do believe that this right here could be the top of this impulsive move towards the upside. Now, you may be thinking that the market makers won't make it that easy, and that is partly correct, since we could get a drop down right here below this level and then another fake out to sweep this high right here and catch everybody off guard. And then after this sweep that we get, this is when we start dropping towards the downside. You can see the daily momentum right here is getting exhausted and it is starting to try and clip towards the downside. Now, as you know, it might continue, we might continue trading like so, and the momentum wave keeps growing, and then we eventually drop down. The other scenario basically for this is that we create a smaller range basically right here, and we consolidate a bit before the next leg down or the next leg up, basically, since this high right here has not been taken out yet. But overall, if we go up to a high time frame, the monthly, I still do believe that the actual bottom will come into November, and right now we are seeing that massive short squeeze driven pump towards the upside from the bottom. Bitcoin is up around 37%, and as you can see, last time right here Bitcoin was also up around 35% from this bottom that we made, and then after this we got another like 30% drop towards the downside. So if we count 30% drop towards the downside, we come just around $54,000, and once we are down here we could quickly sweep this level just below $50,000. But right now everybody is overly bullish, so you gotta keep that in mind. You can see right here the monthly is also trying to give us some signals that we have topped out right here potentially on this move. This is the white sign, as you know. Once we print a white sign right here, this is potentially meaning that we are starting to top out, as you can see it clearly right here. Last time on this time frame, when we had those white dots right here, price topped out, and if we start seeing some white dots basically right here, this is when you know that we are starting to top out, for example right here on the 12 hourly. But as you know, I don't think the market makers are gonna make it that easy and just reverse in a straight down line. We are gonna range a bit, get some fake outs of this high, potentially sweep this high right here, and then we start going down. Of course, this is not a financial advice, just my outlook for the markets. On the short term right now, you can see after this massive move, open interest went down significantly. Basically, this is all the shorts exiting the market, getting liquidated, getting stopped out, and right now once we came into the weekend, you can see volume has died down quite a bit, so we gotta wait for next week. On the liquidation heat map, we clearly have liquidity towards the upside that could take us all the way up to 81.4k, but we also do have liquidations piling below us. Of course, with this liquidity sitting very low right here below $64,000, but this level we talk about later. For right now, a move down to 74k, as I said, down to this value area high is the potential next move, since we do have liquidity piling up towards the downside. But don't forget about the liquidity that's sitting on top of us as well. Sentiment has shifted pretty fast. As you know, I have told you in the previous videos, we are right now sitting in the greed zone around 76, so pretty crazy jump from being in the fear zone for around 3 months. In just 2 days we jumped up into the greed zone, so sentiment is very bullish right now. Spot ETFs, we did have a full massive green week, basically with over almost 2 billion of spot ETFs inflows, which is pretty nice to see. That also drove price this high. Right now we do have more longs, of course, 1.30 billion in longs then compared to 1.1 billion in shorts, so this is pretty decent number. Even though we don't have that much volume right now, we still have lots of shorts piling up right here. We also do have some news coming out on Monday. On Tuesday, basically next week is pretty packed, as I have mentioned, so watch out for this. It is also basically almost the last week of this month, so it's gonna be a pretty key week, and I do believe this would cover it for this Sunday update. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.